making a difference by bringing real-life crime stories to light. Netflix's Narcos coming to life for one night only.
The man who helped take down Pablo Escobar will appear in Pontiac tonight for a rare up-close look at one of the history's biggest drug busts.
And as 7 News Detroit reporter Megan Daniels tells us, it is all for an honorable cause.
He took down one of the most notorious drug lords in history. Now, a DEA agent, Steve Murphy, is partnering with a grieving father to tackle a crisis within the ranks, mental health in law enforcement.
You were expected to be a tough guy and suck it up. You go through traumatic events. My partner got shot. You know, by the grace of God, I'm alive. Our informant was killed. Did I go to counseling? Thought I was a tough guy.
DEA agent and the inspiration for the hit Netflix series Narcos, Steve Murphy met Brian Sizemore, a resident of Woodhaven and father to 2 adult sons, through a work connection after Steve lost his son to a drug overdose earlier this year.
It's not something you want to have in common with somebody, but it gave Brian and I, we've both been through very traumatic events in our life.
Steve says as 2 grieving fathers, they connected because he understands the consequences of officers choosing to keep quiet about mental health.
I didn't wrap my head around the fact that he had shot himself. I was thinking in my head, I'm thinking it was some kind of accident.
Brian's son, Lucas, moved to Atlanta to pursue his dream of becoming an officer. But in 2024, Brian says he received a phone call he never dreamed he would get.
He said, "Dad, you got to sit down." He said it twice, and then he said, "Luke's dead."
Brian tells me it's still unfathomable to him that his son would do something like that to himself.
You go through every emotion. There's guilt. There's immense sadness. We just continue with our routine and try to get through. We'll try to get through today.
But he knew this couldn't be the end of Lucas's story and wanted to use his family's heartbreak for good.
Mostly it's to get the law enforcement community to bond together to try to do something very difficult.
Steve Murphy tells me he wants to use his life story to encourage officers to seek support.
I had dreams about my partner. He got shot in '89. Not nightmares, just dreams about him. Just reliving that day until I retired in 2013.
The Lucas Foundation is working to make mental health less taboo among officers.
If we can get those recruits to see that it's okay and accept the fact that they are going to probably have to talk to somebody 20 years from now, it'll be like going and getting your foot x-rayed.
And provide resources to departments who need mental health support for officers.
There is nothing so bad or nothing that can't be fixed that it has to get to that point.
You can hear Steve Murphy recount his experience capturing Pablo Escobar tonight at 6 p.m. at the UWM Sports Complex in Pontiac. Megan Daniels, 7 News, Detroit.